Hello, I'm Adomako Aman. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So when I put Peace together, during the beginning of the pandemic. And for me, it's not foreign for me at all to be able to be working during critical and intense conditions. I just remember, when the news broke out that the pandemic was happening, that I was just kind of like, how am I gonna pay rent? I'm like, I'm living alone and I want to continue to live alone. How am I doing that? I remember going through the pandemic alone, and part of it was kind of a little bit intense, but a lot of it was like amazing to be able to have this time to be able to just fully commit creatively. I just remember just staring at my goals list. And for me, in order to get anything done in my life, it's important for me to have this goals list. I have like a goal board that I've been using maybe for like the last I feel like I've been using this goal board for at least like 10 years now. And it brings peace to me, ironically, no pun intended. And if I need to do laundry, if I need to buy a new pair of shoes, if I need to get my hair appointment, make a hair appointment, or if I need to, write an essay or write a poem, or, put together a production team, or, reach out to my camera person, reach out to, like, everything that I need to get done always goes on this boards list. And I just remember staring at it, and then something within me just came up and said, you're gonna be doing something special really soon. And the vibes just take over. For me, it's just vibes. And people manifest. I've been manifesting since I've came out of the womb. And I that's my thing. I'm goal oriented. I'm very decisive when it comes to business decisions. But something, my superpower is like unconsciously being unconsciously clairvoyant, if you will. And sometimes I just say things and the words just come out. I don't ever think of it. I don't ever, it's just kind of like, these are the words that I have for you right now. It's kind of like the Buddha, I am some people's Buddha. There was an announcement about the unemployment checks coming in, and that's what helped save to make peace. And with putting Peace together, there were so many moving parts, because I was directing it, and I was writing it, and then I was acting in it, and I was producing it, and then I was doing my own hair for it, and then I had to bring on a makeup artist, and I had to bring on production assistants. I had catering. I got to work with all these designers from Gucci to Giuseppe, Danny Joe, Kango sent over 10 hats, which was super exciting. It was a full situation, and I had to put this whole team together in order to make this happen, and I did. And for me, I feel like that's something that's very powerful, because you don't get to really see people like me who are very vibrant and queer and black and feminine and all these things, being the helm of something. And I just want to encourage people like me to continue to be you and do what you got to do to make things happen. No one is going to, cheer you on. No one's going to give you money. No one's going to, make things happen for you. You got to make them happen for yourself. And for me, I have to thank my mom in that, and because she's just always made me realize that listen, I have strength. You come from me, you have strength. Keep on with the keeping on. And so for me, I kept on with the keeping on. I've never had anyone spoon-fed me opportunities. I've never had someone be let's do this together. And for me, I've always known that I wanted to tell stories of people who are underserved in popular cinema and television. That's something that I've always been passionate about. It was so amazing when Peace got picked up with Outfest Fusion. And I just remember when I got that email, I was so excited that I pressed my hands on my iPhone and then it broke. I was like, oh my God, I got into Outfest Fusion, this is so exciting. And then from there, it was just like everyone else. New Fest was cool. I got to show in my city. After that, like I was starting to do all this like press, and I got the opportunity, you know, to be on certain television networks.
Let's talk about Peace that Courtney just mentioned. So you made this film with your own savings, and talk to us about the heart of this film, because it dives into some pretty complex issues, specifically down low queer relationships.
Like we even went virtual. We did our own virtual premiere with my own team.
Put up.
And it was really cool. And then like we like rented out like this penthouse suite at the Nomo Soho Hotel.
Do you see this? Like, do you see this? You know what? I'm gonna take some self-portraits naked on the terrace. It's important for me to just remember this moment, sharing this moment, serving this moment, giving goddessy energy. The goddessy energy is real.
Being on top of the world, that was so amazing. And so I just remember a few weeks later, I got an email. Not in the DMs, it goes down in the emails for me. And so I remember getting an email from Outfest, and they're like, you're confirmed to go to Outfest Los Angeles. And I was like, hold up. I was like, is this is this for real? Like, I don't remember submitting for Outfest LA. Like, what's going on? And then I just remember like getting multiple emails like, okay, these are the things you need to get done. You need to have these things ready. And I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. And it was so magical because that time I flew out to LA. I stayed in the most dingy hotel. Because listen, when you're an independent filmmaker, you find a way to make things happen. You find a way to get things rolling. I just remember getting out of my hotel in my lavender suit, feeling so fabulous. And I just scooted all the way in my full look to the red carpet. And I just remember feeling so good, my skin looked good.
I'm Adomako Aman, and I am here as the director, writer, and actor of the short film Peace.
And you know, I was there and I was meeting other filmmakers. It was so magical to me. Like being there, like, you know, meeting Bianca Del Rio, and Bianca Del Rio was just like so cool.
I love you, Sophia! Who the fuck is Sophia?
My friend Laren and Saleh, they were like, you know, he's a director too. And Bianca was like, you're a director? Okay, listen, I am looking to get into more films. And so it was just like, Bianca was like so funny. I swear to God, I just like find myself in, you know, all these different type of situations. I had one friend who had a pool party. And then I went to this other pool party that was thrown by Outfest LA, and it was like all the way in like like Baldwin Hills or something like that. And it was just like this lovely house, and we're just hanging out like and just having a good time as like filmmakers and queer people, and it was so much fun experiencing going to Outfest LA. Like for me, it's all about a mission, you know? And the mission for me is to make room for people like me. And I'm never gonna stop. I'm very passionate, and I feel like I'm really resourceful. You know, growing up uptown in Spanish Harlem in the Bronx, you get creative, you know? Like you have that hustle mentality, you know? And there's some people who just stand still and just take the beating. But like, I'm gonna keep going on, you know? I have this drive that just doesn't stop. I feel like I'm a shaken Coca-Cola bottle, like, you know? Like I just keep fizzing, like I keep going, you know? So, but Peace, it was such an exciting experience. But I remember right after the production of Peace, I needed to kiss some Peace, babe. And so I flew out to Cartagena.